Welcome to 442nd chapter meeting of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. I am Toastmaster Rohan, Sajid Ram for today's meeting. I am sales manager by profession and my hobbies are traveling and reading. Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest provides a supportive and positive learning environment in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting into greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now let me tell you the basic rules of today's meeting. Please switch off your cell phones or turn them in the silent mode. In Toastmasters, we shake hands when we transfer the control. Please clap when the control is transferred. Before, before starting to speak, the correct protocol is to greet by the following. Good morning, President, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. For those on online, please be on mute until instructed by the Toastmaster of the day. Please keep your videos on unless you're facing a bandwidth issue. And last but not the least, please maintain a broad smile throughout the meeting. With this, over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. Before we begin with today's meeting, I, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, as a presiding officer, declare this meeting as open. And let us begin with the round of guest introduction. Today at our physical meeting location, we have one guest. So I would request him to come up on the stage and share what does he does, how he got to know about Toastmaster meeting, and what are his expectations. So I would request him to come on the stage and talk about himself. Please come.
Hey everyone, my name is Rohit Kalamkar. So I'm a school friend of Rohan, but I got to know about this through some of my professional friend, and thereby I just got his number. So it was just a coincidence that me and Rohan are reuniting after many years. And by profession, I head the HR for a IT company. So I'm here to explore my own communication skills. How can I polish it? Uh, because I do a lot of lectures, I go to a lot of seminars, I go to different colleges. So there's a lot of scope, I believe. I think learning is something which never stops for me. So I'm sure I'll enhance my skill out here. So it's a great opportunity, and glad to meet you, Rohan, again, after so many years, and connecting with all of your colleagues here. So wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Do we have any guests in the online mode? Uh, yes. So we have guest Lalit in the online mode. I would request guest Lalit to share what he does in the professional life and how he got to know about Toastmasters. Guest Lalit, can you hear us? Hello. Uh, can you please unmute yourself? Is there anyone else also? We have visiting Toastmaster Mihir. So I would also request him to share what he does and how he got to know about our club. Over to you, Toastmaster Mihir.
Uh, Good morning, everyone. I I am a Toastmaster for last 4 years now, and yeah, I got to know about the club because at that time, uh, I was living nearby in Wakar. So one day I thought on Sunday morning I was free, so I thought maybe I should visit a new club. So I happened to be in this club, and I found
Thank
out
you so
that
much,
it is in.
Toastmaster Mihir. We have one more guest who just has arrived. So I would request her to come on the stage and share what she does in her life and how she got to know about Toastmasters. I would request you to come on the stage and please share. Yes.
Hi, my name is Neha Verma. I was a part of Toastmasters community from Mumbai, and about 3 years back, I did a 1 year practice in Toastmasters. And during COVID, it was more of offline sessions, and offline sessions were closed, and online sessions. So I lost that touch. And now coming to Pune, I again want to restart that. Hence, I came here, and that's where I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, one interesting thing that I would like to tell you, what I got to know about her, that she was part of the one of the club in the Mumbai district. Way back in 2019 or even in 2020, our district used to be a really big district, which was called District 98, which used to cover Maharashtra, Gujarat, some part of Gujarat also, and some part of South also. And what happened, even after the COVID, the growth was so immense that eventually our district has split into 3 different districts. So currently, Pune, Goa, and surrounding of Pune is one part of the district that is called as District 125. Nagpur and some part of Madhya Pradesh and some part of the south, which includes Hyderabad and everything, that has become the District 126. And the old district, the District 90, as she was talking, still in Mumbai and some part of Gujarat it covers it. So it's a whole big community as we talk about Toastmaster. And once you are a Toastmaster, you can attend meeting all over the globe. Recently, we had our district conference of District 125 that is called as Crescendo 125. And our club has won so many awards over there. Though some of our members were not able to come up at the district conference and receive the award in person, so the district officer gave us to us so that we can felicitate them at our club meeting. Today, our Sergeant at Arm, Club Sergeant at Arm Toastmaster Anish is present. So I would like him to come on the stage and receive his award that is called as Excellency in Parliamentary Procedure. So can we have Anish on the stage? And I would request Rohan if he can take a picture. Thank you. Is the cover. That is also important. Now, to talk about the theme, I would request our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tulsi, to come up on the stage. Profession, she is a banker and she likes drawing mandala. So let us welcome Toastmaster Tulsi with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster, Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I am Tulsi, Toastmaster of the day, and I am going to talk about benefits of yoga. As this theme is quite interesting to me because I am also practicing yoga since a long time. I would like to know how many of you have associated with any kind of yoga. Okay, so I'm going to explain some benefits which we should try. I think we should try in our daily lives because yoga is a holistic approach to our well-being. It is around for thousands of years, but in recent past, it has gained popularity worldwide. The physical benefit, mental benefit, or spiritual benefit, the benefits are unparalleled. Many individuals have taken this as a lifestyle and they are doing it on regular basis, or they do not want to skip it for even a single day. There are very many variations of yoga like meditation, asanas, pranayam, and it helps with various issues someone is facing in their daily lives. I would say that yoga promotes relaxation and stress in our body. If we are or someone who is facing any kind of stress or any chronic disease, it also provides a solution how to manage it, how to accept the problem or how to accept the trauma you are facing and cope up with that and lead your daily life. So based on that, in 2014, India under the PM Narendra Modi's leadership posed the International Yoga Day, which was also accepted by UN, and 21st June was declared as the International Yoga Day. The draft was accepted by 175 member states of UN, and it gains a wide popularity. Many people were involved in that, and we can see worldwide people are interested in that field. Someone has taken it as a job or their career. They are very career oriented on that particular yoga. So I would say that if we are practicing yoga daily, it also helps us to get a better sleep, improve our digestion system, improve our um, immune system. Many of us have faced issues like we are while sleeping we are scrolling our mobile aimlessly. Many of us have this problem because we are not getting good sleep. We are waiting that after this, I mean, if we are scrolling on reel, continuously scrolling 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and we are spending lots of time on that. I suggest if we practice yoga daily, it will help you on your sleep quality also, because I have seen it very clearly in my house, in my uh, very close vicinity. So there are a lot many I would be talking about yoga, but I am going to explain how the meeting will flow. The first session will be our speech session, and then table topic session will be there, and the last will be evaluation session. So we are going to start our first session, which is speeches. There are 3 speakers who will be delivering their speech. For that, our first speaker is Toastmaster Abhishek, and whose speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Kalyani. I would like Toastmaster Kalyani. Sorry on that part. First of all, we have to introduce our role players. We have 3 role players mainly, who will be keeping their time limit, and the grammarian and our counter. I would like to call first of all timer come on the stage and explain his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. Uh, Good morning, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. My name is Nikhil, and today I'll be playing the role of timer. So when Gautam Buddha was asked, what is the biggest mistake we make in our life? Gautam Buddha replied that the biggest mistake we make in our life is that we think that we have a lot of time. Time is priceless, and we should not waste time. We should respect time. So as a timer, I will be monitoring the time for all speeches. There are 5 to 7 minutes for prepared speeches, 1 to 2 minutes for table topic speeches, 5 to 9 minutes for general evaluator speech, and for evaluator speech there is 2 to 3 minutes. I will raise green flag when speaker reaches minimum required time. I will raise yellow flag when speaker reaches mid allocated time, and then I will raise red flag when speaker reaches maximum allocated time, and speaker will have 30 seconds of grace period. Once that is crossed, then speaker will be disqualified. So I wish best luck for all speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil, for briefing your role. Now I would like to call our counter, Toastmaster Chandrakant, to talk about his role.
Usually we go for any kind of speech, we use some fillers. Fillers is like something is in your mind, but it is not coming, so you just go for that fillers. Fillers can be a verbal or just some expressions like ah, or for example, words like so. I'll just make a note of those things and will present my report for the aim during evaluation section. Yeah. That's
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrakant. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Abhishek to share his role, to talk about his role.
Hello, am I audible and visible? Is my screen visible? Can anyone confirm?
On Zoom, you are audible.
Is my screen visible? Can anyone confirm from the meeting room?
On the Zoom, it is visible. The projector.
Can you see my PowerPoint presentation? Yep. Is my PowerPoint presentation visible?
Yes.
So can anyone confirm if I can go ahead or not? From the meeting room.
Toastmaster Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can perfectly hear you. Can I go ahead?
We can't hear you.
Hello, am I audible now?
It is audible to us, but in the physical meeting, I think there is some problem.
I think there's a problem in the physical meeting.
Toastmaster Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can perfectly hear you. Can you hear me?
We are not able to hear him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but can you hear me? That's the situation.
Hello, Toastmaster Nia. Hello. I think she's facing issue to this physical meeting.
Yep.
Abhishek, can you speak something?
Yeah.
We are
Can
trying.
you hear me? Hello.
Speak again, please.
Can you hear me? Hello. Mic testing. Hello.
He is speaking again. Speak again.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
We are checking because you are not audible here.
Is anyone else audible from the online? Or
Hello. Hello, Toastmaster Nia. Hello. Hello.
I guess none of us in the online are
Audible, right?
audible to
Right.
offline.
Right. They are facing
The
technical
issue is from
issues.
their side, not our side.
okay. Hello. Am I audible? Are we audible?
Yeah, you can start now.
Yeah. Am I audible? Okay, so I'm starting now.
Yes, you can start.
Okay, greetings to President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. My name is Abhishek Verma, and I'm playing the role of grammarian. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening to their grammar usage. I'll also note their excellent grammar usage at quotes, words, or saying. As a grammarian, it is also my responsibility to introduce to you all the word of the day and phrase of the day. So today's word of the day is laborious, which means needing a lot of time and effort to perform a task or tiresome work. Example can be collecting raw materials for the industry proved to be long and laborious work. Second example can be when you start exercising, it may seem laborious, but over
Manish, can
time
we
it
check with
gets
others?
easier.
Are we able to hear someone else with?
Hello, hello.
So he can continue, na? Yes, Toastmaster Abhishek,
So
you can continue.
anyone who like to volunteer me in using the word of the day is welcome on stage, online and offline meeting.
Anyone
The
would
word of the
like to
day is
try? The word of the day is laborious. Anyone would like to try the word of the day? Please come on stage. Yes, Toastmaster Abhishek, you can try.
okay. So let's go ahead with the phrase of the day. So today's phrase of the
Toastmaster
day.
Abhishek Verma, Abhishek Negi wants to try word of the
Okay.
day.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so though we have very good setup in our club for the hybrid setup, but today I think connecting the speaker seems to be laborious task.
Excellent use of the word. So let's carry on with the phrase of the day. So today's phrase of the day is Herculean task, which means a work that is difficult to do or very hard to perform. Example of the phrase of the day can be digging the tunnel was a Herculean task, or making PPT for today's meeting was a Herculean task. Anyone would like to volunteer in using the phrase of the day is welcome on stage, online or offline meeting.
Anyone would like to try? Yes. Please come here.
Hi. So, traveling from Mumbai to Pune and then Pune to this location was a Herculean task for me.
Thank you. Next, Toastmaster Rohan would like to try.
Setting up the hybrid meeting is a Herculean task.
Very well said, Rohan. Is there any online people who would like to try?
Yeah. Behave. So, hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Go ahead.
Don't know to hold them. Yeah, so I try to start a business. I tried to start a business in college, but I realized that without having necessary skill, it is an Herculean task.
So I encourage everyone to use the word of the day and phrase of the day during the meeting. I hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day. When I will be called on the meeting, during the meeting, I will report the grammarian. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for explaining your role. Now I would like to call General Evaluator Toastmaster Rohan, who will be observing our meeting throughout. I would like Rohan to come on stage and explain his role.
As a general evaluator, I will be evaluating the meeting in general. I will give the feedbacks to the speaker and the role players at the end of this meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Now we are starting our speech session. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Abhishek Negi, who is delivering his icebreaker speech. And for evaluation, his evaluator is Toastmaster Kalyani. I would like Kalyani to read out the objective of his speech.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
A tranquil good morning to one and all present here. It's a Herculean task to conduct the hybrid meetings, but congratulations, you guys are finally conducting it. Evaluation. Toastmasters is a platform where leaders are made, and this is a beautiful part of giving and taking feedback. This is where evaluation comes into role play, that is a constructive evaluation. Today, Toastmaster Abhishek is going to perform his icebreaker on pathway engaging humor. The objective of his speeches, the purpose of this project for the member is to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. I wish best of luck to Toastmaster Abhishek for his very first speech. All the best to all the speakers and Toastmaster Abhishek. I will be back with my reports when called upon. Over to you, Toastmaster, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. Toastmaster Abhishek, who is by profession engineer at Bosch, and his hobbies are swimming, reading, and coding. His speech title is New Step. New Step, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi. Can you please check if I am audible to everyone in the physical meeting?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that is great. What are some common lies that we tell? Other than I read and accept the terms and condition of the software, or that my phone is dead, or I am there, just wait a minute. That I don't know what is my passion and I cannot follow it. Presiding officer, Toastmasters Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. A very warm morning to all of you. My name is Abhishek Negi. I am from Vanipatna city in Odisha state. If I talk about my childhood, then I'm an 90s kid. So as an 90s kid, I grew up with technology. The phone, it was getting smarter. Microsoft operating system, it was getting slower. And the games, it was getting weirder every single day. At the same time, there was a technology boom. And my school played a vital role for it. My school was there for fun. In fact, I would say 20% of my learning regarding the science came from my school and 80% from my friends and backyard science TV show. Backyard science TV show. It used to teach us different way to use science in our daily life. It used to do different experiments, and I was fond of doing those experiments. I used to try and replicate the same thing in my house. In fact, sometimes my parents used to drag me out of the house so that I will play with my friends. One day I can recall that they were doing some experiment to create an oven that works with sunlight. I was thrilled. I wanted to try the same. I needed a box for it. I searched around. I couldn't find. But then I saw a speaker in my house that was in working condition. I was a kid, so I just pulled out everything inside the speaker and I created an oven out of it based on the show I saw. To my defense, I was just a kid. And regarding the result, well, I would say that this house in this summer works as a better oven than the one that I had created. And I did it with love that day. This was my usual childhood. But then I grew up. And sometimes as we grew up, we lost connect with our passion. We lost connect with our hobby, the things that we like the most. After 12, I didn't have any vision. I was not a good student. I didn't know what to do with my life. And do you know, there is a subject, there is an educational domain that doesn't judge people, that accepts people for who they are. You can be a singer, you can be a writer, you can be anything, and still you can pursue that education called engineering. So I joined engineering in 2013. Now I was not a good student, and my backbencher friends were just like me. But they were different. Every one of them were trying something. Some were good singers, some were good dancers, some were good gamers, some were doing some other hobbies. Everyone had something different to do. Similarly, me, Well, I was doing different experiments. I like solving Rubik's Cube, fast Rubik's Cube, in fact. I like to learn different multimedia techniques. I like to learn 3D animations. I was fond of hacking, gaming, and so many things. One of the hobby that was close to me was software development. Now, let me tell you, I was from electrical and electronics domain, but I like software. It gave me a freedom, the freedom to create anything that I wanted. Software development not only helps you to create something, it helps you to think, and this became my passion. Another incident that was life-changing is one day one of my friends came to me and he said, Abhishek, you can create software, but those software mostly work in a box, in your computer or in your phone. How about learning something so that it will control something in your real life? How about learning robotics? I thought this is seems interesting, and I joined robotics club. I participated in different national level competition in our college, outside college, some IITs, the Robocon, and so many places. I learned what is the practical uses of the things that we have learned in our classroom in our real life. I learned about how to work in a team, how to build new things, and this was something that was very interesting to me. I started from becoming the person that didn't have any vision to the person who was fascinated as a child. As a child, I wanted to create things, and as an engineer, I was creating. Since then, I have seen many failures in my life. But one thing for sure, if we have passion, we have a vision, then we can accomplish anything. It is, we can say that you do not know what you want, you do not have the vision, but if you just find out what is in your heart, then definitely you will find. You have to keep on searching for it. If I think about my past, then when I was a child, after growing up, I thought that I've lost touch with my passion. But with different skills like my engineering college, multimedia, gaming, programming, hacking, even the things that I learned during my childhood, like art, Rubik's Cube, and so many different skills, it came together at doors and took me to my passion. This reminds me of a quote by Steve Jobs. You cannot connect the dot looking forward, but you can certainly connect them looking backward. So trust that someday those dots will connect in the future. Thank you so much. Over to you, those answers the day.
Okay. Now moving ahead, our second speaker is Toastmaster Anish, who is delivering his level 1 evaluation and feedback speech. And for that, for his evaluation, Toastmaster Mihir will evaluate. I would like Toastmaster Mihir to come and read out the objective of his speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. See, so my target speaker is Toastmaster Anish, and he he is giving his speech, which is based on evaluation and feedback. His pathways is presentation mastery. So the purpose of this project is for the member to practice applying feedback and to give a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. So I'm really looking forward to his speech, and I will evaluate his speech based on how he received the feedback and on the general criteria like vocal modulation and body language and the speech content. Uh, all the best to the speaker, Anish. Oh, over to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mihir. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Anish. His speech title is Fill the Vessel. Fill the Vessel, Toastmaster Anish.
Morning, everyone. Few years back, in 2015, I was sitting in a room just like this, just among with somewhat similar setup on benches, and there were people shouting at each other. No, 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 you are not right. No, no, you should listen to me. This is how it should be done. There were few people who were sitting on this side, watching everything, smiling, enjoying. Maza aa raha hai. They were having fun. It was all, the feeling was like I was in market, fish market, where people are fighting to each other. Can you guess what this situation or what this scenario was, where few people are enjoying and many people are fighting, and I am sitting there confused, feeling low. What is happening? Can you imagine? Can you guess what the situation is? Anyone? Yes, exactly. This was the group discussion for a job interview. I was sitting there, people were growling at each other, trying to cut each other off and not giving anyone else space or time to speak or express themselves. I was thinking, I'm done with this. I cannot get through this GDPR. Look at these people. They are so confident. They are on top of each other. My job over here is done. I should just sit and enjoy the mood. I was just doing that. Everything ended. This discussion time was up. The evaluators, they called upon. They said, "Does anyone want to say something?" I grabbed that opportunity. I said, "Yes, I would like to say something." Whatever I tried saying, and everyone, those who cut me off, I looked at their faces and told them what I wanted to say. It was just 2 or 3 lines of the topic, urbanization, its importance. I spoke about the rural aspect of it and the urban aspect of it, and I sat down. And I was expecting nothing. I thought, okay, it was a good experience. I wanted to go to MTV Roadies, and I got an experience in my own college. And then I left that room. And then 5 minutes later, I got a call. Where are you? I said, I'm trying to go home. I'm leaving. You have been selected for next round. I got selected for that round, and I got through PI and I got my job. I worked there for 6 years. But after working there for 6 years, even then, I was not able to understand why did I get in and why did people who seem so confident and who seem so well in their skin did not get the job, and why I, who was underconfident, overwhelmed, sitting there quietly, got this job. I did not get that answer for a long time. But until few days back, I came across this very interesting phenomenon. To explain this phenomena, I'll tell you another story. It was 1995. A man walked into a bank. He was wearing something sticky on his face. Very confident. He went on in front of cashier, took out his gun, get me all that cash. He said, sir, there's a security camera. You know you can be caught. He looked at security camera. He smiled. I don't care. He took all cash, went back, looked at the security camera, waved back. Bye bye. Catch me if you can. Got out. 11 o'clock news. The 11 o'clock in the news hour, that man was caught. There was a news that that man was caught. And then while that man was questioned, he said, but I had applied lemon juice on my face. How did I get caught? So his logic was, if you use lemon juice on a paper, then that is invisible. You cannot see it unless there's a special light. Or you would have tried this experiment where you take a sheet. After taking a sheet,
you take a pen, dip it in lemon juice and write something, you will not be able to see. But if you put lighter below it, you will start to look at it, or you put UV rays on it, you will start to look at it. So this thief, he had read about it, and he thought that applying that lemon juice to his face will not get him caught. He went in with that confidence. He robbed his bank, and within 4 to 5 hours, he was caught. Now, how does this story and my story are related? What is that phenomena that I am trying to explain here? That phenomenon is nothing but the Dunning-Kruger effect. What is that effect, you ask? When we try to learn something in the initial stages, we get to know a little bit, we get excited, and we are very confident. Yes, I know I am on top of the world. And we start talking, bragging about it. But really, do we know everything about that topic? No. It's the false confidence that boosts us up, that gives us that energy to talk anything and everything and be confident. The Dunning-Kruger effect tells us that as we read more about any particular topic, our confidence level starts to dip. As we keep on reading more, it starts to dip even lesser. Then comes the question, people who have PhDs, who are expert in their field, are they not confident enough? Or why is it that people who are less read sound more confident? So the Dunning-Kruger effect explains us that exact phenomena. So let's put this on a graph. When you read something, you are at here in your confidence level. When you start reading more, ideally you should be reaching over here, but you don't reach here. You reach, in your confidence terms, you reach here. You keep reaching here. And the more you read, your confidence level drops. That happens because you get overwhelmed with the knowledge and the complexities of a topic. And then there comes a point when again you rise up to your confidence level. This point and the confidence which you had earlier are the same points. So the journey from here to here is the Dunning-Kruger effect. Experts, they will have confidence, but they will have caution. They know the entire field, so they won't be giving out advices outright. They will tell advices or they will speak things in a calculated manner. That is why at times we feel that experts, whatever they say, it's good to hear, but we find people who are more confident. We like listening to them. So what moral do we get from this? Is it that we should not apply lemon juice and rob a bank? Well, definitely yes. We should never do that. But the moral over here is that even if we feel confident, we should not go out there and start expressing ourselves. There comes a time when we will get confidence along with expertise. We have to wait for that time. And that, my friends, is the Dunning-Kruger effect. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anish, for delivering this very confident and informative speech. We would wait for 30 seconds to give him feedback. We can give him online and offline as well. In chat box, we can write the comment. Timer, please let me know when 30 seconds are over. Our third speaker is Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, and for his speech evaluator is Toastmaster Mihir, who is IT professional, and his hobbies are making people uncomfortable and learning new things. Please welcome Toastmaster Mihir, and I would request Toastmaster Mihir to read out the objective of the speech.
I am back. So I am back again as evaluator. I did not know that I was going to evaluate Toastmasters Chandrasekhar. So don't have his official introduction, but I can tell what I know about him, that he's a really funny guy. He's serving as the president of this club, and the wit he has is something I've never seen in any of the people like I have met, and I've met a lot of people in my life. So he thinks on his feet really fast, and I mean he's really inspiring as well. So his speech, if I talk about his speech, he is giving the same level speech, and the purpose of his project is same, which is to present a speech and receive a feedback on it. So being the evaluator, this speech is mostly dependent on me also, how I give my feedback. So I'm really looking forward to his speech, and I know it is going to be very interesting. So back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mihir. Now, I would like to call our president, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, who has many leadership qualities, I believe, and having a good presentation style, delivery style, we can say. Please welcome Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. And his speech title is Who is Stealing My Bag? Who is stealing my bag? Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Has it ever happened that you lost around 100 rupees or more? Can I see a raise of hand? Okay, well, many. 500 we see. And has it ever happened that you lost a bag also? Okay, we see one. So some lost money, some lost. What I did both of them. So today I am going to share two stories of my life. One where I lost the bag and one where I did. Back in 2017 was the first time I actually traveled to Mumbai. And being my first day in Mumbai, I got into the railway station and directly boarded on the local train. And I am seeing each and everyone is wearing bag like this. Okay. And I am wondering what happened to these people? Are they not supposed to keep bag at the back? And I'm wondering whether I am doing something really wrong, which I haven't been taught in my whole life, or if they are doing something really wrong. So I asked one of them, they said that I don't have time, please ask next person, which usually happens in Mumbai. And then I asked another person. So he gave me three different reasons. First reason that why we wear bags in Mumbai at front. First being, if you are trying to land on the train, there will be high chance if you are wearing bag at the back, people will just snatch your bag and pull you out of the train. I thought, oh my God, I don't want that to happen. Second thing is that if you keep your bag at back, there are many thieves and burglars around in Mumbai also. So what happens? They just cut through a blade, cut out some stuff you don't even know because the rush is so much. And the third thing is that you will never know if you are not able to board in the train or even get out of it. So that is the whole reason everybody is keeping bag in front like a baby they are carrying in the front. So that was a good experience, and I started wearing bag at the front when I was in Mumbai. Now, let's come back to the original story that I'm going to share about. Who is stealing my bag? Last week, my brother got married to a doctor. He was seeing her as a patient, and the marriage was called as the marriage ceremony. After getting married, I came back to Pune via bus because on Monday I had to attend a meeting, and it was a really important client meeting that I had to attend. So I booked the bus, and I was going to reach here at 7:30 in the morning. I thought, yeah, I can make it 7:30. I'll come at home, then I'll go to office. I'm wearing a bag at front. I dropped at the bus station, which is called as Sangamwadi something at the Pune bus stop. And I took a auto and I reached just at my home. As soon as I dropped down from the auto, I realized that one of my bag was missing. Now, let me tell you the interesting thing. All those awards that you see over there were those in that bag. Now, these are the awards that are won by a club member. I cannot buy them. This is not IFA award like Bollywood where you can just go on to and buy the awards that you want best actor or best actress award. So I realized that I have done a really big mistake over here. I just checked out what can be done. I had the bus driver number. I called him and said that, yeah, I lost my bag. It is in the bus. Can you tell me where do I have to come? The day was Monday, and the issue was that at that day the yatra from Pandharpur, everybody is doing that yatra that was going on. So he said that the whole road is jammed and they have to go to a different location for the bus stop, and that was in Bhosri. I did not know where it was. my phone was on 12%. Time was 7:30. I just went at my home and called him. He said that come to Bhosri and pick up the bag. And he also sent me a live location so that I can track him. But the challenge was that I did not have any vehicle at that time. I tried booking a cab and it was showing me 600 rupees. And I was like, if I put 600 rupees for going and if I could come back again 600, that is 1200. I don't think that much of amount of money is also there for me. So I decided to check with my friends first. I had a roommate who was not there. So I called my previous roommate Saurabh and I asked him, do you have a bike? He said that I have a bike, but I am at school. Can you come and pick it up and then go? So I went to his location. It was in Wakad and I went over there. It was already 8:30. I took his bike and from there I checked out how far it was. The location was saying 15 kilometer and charging my phone was 3% only. This is peak morning. Unlike Nagpur, the shops doesn't open in Pune. That I did not know. So I turned on the Google Map location and started driving. And somewhere near Kasarwadi, my phone got switched off. I, as a person, what I did, I trusted my gut and I thought like I will reach at that location somehow. I went ahead and then I saw that Palki was coming on. And so they had blocked the whole road. So one of the police officer, the traffic police said to me that you can go from that way. Again, I went, but I did not find the location. Somehow I found one Xerox shop which he was just opening. I asked him, can I charge my phone for 5 minutes? I just need to go get to one location. And I just put the charger for 5 minutes. It got charged to 4%. And then I checked, I was again 15 kilometers ahead from the location that I had to go. Somehow that 4% lasted and I was able to reach at the location. The bus driver said, thank you, Bhaiya, that did you came because we had to sleep the whole day. Otherwise, we will be traveling at night. I took the bag and then the interesting thing happened. I tried putting the keys in the bike, but it was not going. I tried putting in the clockwise direction. I tried putting in the anti-clockwise direction, but it was not going only. Then I tried smashing in and everything. It did not happen. I somehow took the bike and just started walking. Got tired and then I got a garage. The garage man said that we just do for the trucks one, we don't do for the bike one. You have to walk almost 1 kilometer ahead. There you will find something. For 1 kilometer, I am just driving and taking that bike. I don't have charging in my phone. I don't know whom to call. I might have received call from my client also. I did not know at that time. Somehow I got into the first garage and I asked him, Bhaiya, this key is not working. And then he put on the key and said, yeah, Bhaiya, this key is not working. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. That's why I came to you now. But again, he said that please go to the next stop. There you can find a key maker. I went over there. I found one more garage and that guy was sitting idle. I thought like, let's try to convince him. He somehow put the keys. He did all this smashing and everything. And he broke the lock. And he said that now the lock has been broken. So if you have to fit this lock, it is still off, but you have to pay almost around 1 to 2,000 rupees depending on that lock. And somehow I turned it on. The time was 1 o'clock. I had to reach at office at 9:30. Then I came back to home. And what I realized is that the bag that was stolen was really, really important for me. So next time onwards, I always keep on in my mind that keep your bag in front also, but don't forget the bag in the back. Both are important. And that's how the Toastmaster of the day and also Toastmaster Anish has got award for today. That's it from my side. I think I have taken more time. Over to you, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, for delivering this wonderful and funny speech. We would wait for 30 seconds and we can give him feedback online and offline. Online people can drop in chat box. And after that, we will be going on. Okay. Meanwhile, we can call timer to explain the time limit all the speakers have taken.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. So, Speaker Abhishek Negi, he took 5 minutes 59 seconds. Anish, Toastmaster Anish, he took 6 minutes 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Chandra took 7 minutes 27 seconds. So all speakers are qualified.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. Now we will go for voting. Towards then. Should we go on break? We are taking 5-minute break. Now it is 11. 12:01. We are going on break for 3 minutes. Okay. 5-minute break. We will back on at 12:01.
Can you check Toastmaster Tulsi the audio? Just can you check with the online people? Right.
You are not audible from the mic. You're audible, but not from the mic.
Now please check
Yes,
it again.
now the mic is good. Yes, you are audible.
Am I audible? Clearly audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible.
I'm not, I think. Am I audible? Anyone from online? Can you confirm?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Welcome back. And moving ahead, we are entering in our second session, which is table topic session. And before that, I would like to explain some more facts about yoga. I have seen very closely the miracles of yoga on someone who is very, very close to me. She is suffering from the chronic rheumatoid arthritis, which largely affects your bones and joints. And as she is a regular yoga practitioner, she is able to maintain a positive lifestyle and a better approach to lead her daily life, because it's very painful and it's very problematic. You will face the problems daily in your daily life. You have to cope with that and to move forward. As I have seen, she is practicing yoga for very, very long time. She is able to lead her life in a regular way, not like we are getting disturbed from many diseases if we have, or if we have any disturbance, mental trauma is there. So she has come up very effectively. I would also recommend if you are doing this aimless scrolling or sleeping. See a changes in your life. I would recommend you all who is not doing, just give it a try. And with this, I'm going to explain table topic session. For guest benefit, I'm going to explain what is table topic session. In this session, you will be giving a topic and you have to speak impromptu for maximum 2 minutes 30 seconds. And more about this role, our Toastmaster Devai, who is playing this table topic session for in this meeting, she will be explaining the role and she will be explaining the details of this role. So I would like to call Devai to come on stage and take the session ahead. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Mr. President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I am Devi, today's table topic master. Table topic is something which I will give you some topic and you have to talk on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And at 1 minute, timer will raise a green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, timer will raise a yellow card. And at 2 minutes, timer will raise a red card. After that, you will get 30 seconds of grace period. And after that, you have to finish with your topic. So I will place it in a different way today. So what I will do is I will give you a topic. You have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And after that, the next speaker has to evaluate the first table topic speaker for 30 seconds only. And after that, I will give the next topic to that second table topic speaker. So you have to listen carefully all the table topics so that you can just evaluate the previous speaker. Before that, I will have some speech for you. I will give you some word and you just have to mention the first thing in your mind after listening that word. So I will announce that word shortly. And you just have to mention the things which appears in your mind after announcing that word. Simplicity. So I will start with Tulsi. What comes in your mind after listening the word simplicity? Chandrashekhar. What? Good food. Drawings. Yes, Nikhil? Leadership. Okay. Rohan? Yes. What comes in your mind after listening the word simplicity? Okay, you are on the correct path, right? I think also that the same way what simplicity is. What is your thought on simplicity? Okay. What's your thought on simplicity? Okay. What's your thought on simplicity? You just have to elaborate it in one word or one sentence. Okay, that's nice. Lifestyle. Okay, your. Yeah. Yeah. After listening the word simplicity, I just come in front of mind the we can say the leader Sudha Murthy. After listening the word, I just came in front of my face is like Sudha Murthy is the best example for the simplicity. So I will start with the table topics today. So who is going to be the first speaker for table topics? We can start with the Chandrashekhar first. So that the okay, okay. Yeah. So your Toastmaster. Okay, so guess Sujit, your topic is
you know that the health is wealth, which realize many people after the age of 40, 45, or once they started getting some disease. So I think health is more important than your wealth. Otherwise, you are spending your more time on generating the or creating the wealth. But after certain of time, you are not you have good health. You have to spend your way to maintain your health. So I would suggest everyone should concentrate on their health first, then wealth you can automatically you will get the wealth. In today's lifestyle, this is most of the people are thinking it is not possible. You can't give the time for your health and all. But I don't think it is you can't do it. If you decided, if you want to do, then you can do it. If you are going to your work, you are spending more than 10 hours in your actual work, but you are giving time for your lunch and dinner. So I would suggest you have to give the at least 30 minutes in a whole day to for your health, for your healthy activities. So that would I will suggest for everyone. And if you are not able to give workout or anything, you can, I would suggest to play something, play any activity like badminton, football, or cricket. At least you spend 30 minutes in your day. So that's it from my side.
Thank you, Sujit. You can, yes, yes. Who would like to go next? You have to just evaluate the Sujit for 30 seconds and you will talk on your take on that topic, and then I will give you the another topic. Who would like to go next? Okay, yes, you can try. Please. Okay, yes. Topic health is well. Evaluation for.
So, yeah, I mean, it was great. You could explain, especially from the age per se, which is very important. From age per se, which is very important. You know, people realize that particular point at later, but it's very much important that we realize things much before that. So I think that point was very much important because we all work with numbers and percentage in life. Okay, that is something which we really understand. So key pointers already mentioned. It's great. Thanks.
Thanks for that quick evaluation on the benefits of yoga during COVID pandemic. Benefits of yoga during COVID pandemic. Toastmaster. Sorry.
Right. Thanks. How much time? 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. Hi, my name is Rohit, and I'm a guest for today. So benefits of yoga. So I'll say I did join yoga for like a couple of months. Surprisingly, we all are lazy people. At times we tend to not continue that. But there are a lot of benefits of yoga. It cleans your body. You know, that's something which is very much important. People normally think when we vomit, then only our body gets cleans up. But that's not the ideal scenario. Your a lot of things are depending upon cleaning your body is not only about internal things, but your mental health is also equally important. You know, that's very important that I learned out of it. You meditate, you actually go through different I would say exercise or the the asanas, you know, which we call it as. I think that's really more important, and we all know, but it's all up to us. Unfortunately, we do not follow it. It is one of the most blessing that we have got. We have great teachers around it. So I think we follow it, we leave it. But one thing we should always and always do, which will help us for a long term, is I think the pranayam. I think which is the most important. That has actually helped me when I went to Kedarnath. That was the point. At one point, you know, I had to wait for certain seconds. You know, do have a deep pranayam, and then I had to move forward. So I think I really realized, because on the way, uh, I saw a lot of things which unfortunately I should not see, a dead body and all that stuff. So, you know, I really realized. So whenever I get time, I do pranayama. It's very important, the best what I can. So yeah, a lot of benefits of yoga is there. It's all up to how we take it forward. That's it. Thank you so much.
So there is debate. So I want 2 volunteers for it. So yes, for now. Yes, for debate. And I think then you can also. So Sujit and Pranav and Kalpesh are going. Alkesh, sorry. So you both have to come on stage. So we are having debate on yoga versus gym. So who would like to go for yoga and who would like to go for gym? Gym. Okay. So we have total 4 minutes of time, 2 minutes for yes, one speaker and the next speaker. So yoga versus gym. Start with Pranav.
Thank you all, and thank you for taking part in the debate. So, talking on the behalf of yoga, I first would like to ask that who people here think that mental health, stretching your body, and maintaining your biological life cycle is important for you. Whereas what I feel that gym is more towards gathering your energy and building your physique. Of course, both of them intend to encourage your mindset, encourage your energy throughout the day. But then to channelize the inner peace, the connection of all the body cells to your mind happens with yoga. That's my point here.
Okay. So I would like to ask you a question. So every day like to do gym or yoga? Can I see hands raising? Gym. Okay. So one person is doing yoga, one person is doing gym. So my thought of is if you have gym flow, people doing gym in front of will feel like to do gym every day. But will start doing with the benefits. Couple of days you will do, and afterwards it will go down. Your encouragement.
Thanks for clearing the general perspective about the friend have not properly understood what yoga is all about. I happened to go to Haridwar and being there in Patanjali, I really saw what yoga is. All the things which you do in gym is already into yoga. You might have not done all the practices about asanas, pranayams, and other things. Actually, should have seen and
and yoga, what I understand, once you learn yoga, you can do everything and it gives a better benefit. Still, people think gym will be beneficial.
okay, again, a general perspective. But then I'll now add in, you know how much money I spent on this Patanjali? 72,000 for my family for a 7-day trip. You think yoga is cheap? No, it's very heavy. Second point, I guess I missed your essential point. But then I'll conclude this thing somehow that yoga is quite essential. It connects you with Ayurveda as well. It includes gym's part as well too, and make you understand about your whole body function more in depth. Gym, whereas it helps you to focus more on your physique and your strength, but that is where people normally think that should be adopted when they want to go into physical activities. But they do practice yoga. That's better.
Concluding remark. So thank you, friend. You have given more features about the yoga, and both are essential for body.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
For the debate and got to know the pros and cons of yoga or gym. So that as per personal choice, you can go for the yoga or anyone can go for the gym. So we would like to go for next. So I would like to call on stage Chandrakant. So your topic is less is more, a paradox of choice. Less is more, a paradox of choice.
Well, with this topic, I just memorize one thing. It normally happens with siblings. Like my mother gave me a glass of 1 glass milk, and same with my brother. And then every one of you, all of you must have experienced, like we used to compare who has a more kind of things, and someone who's having less, he just used to compare with each other. So the thing is, like and they're ambitious, they want more and more, but somewhere you have to stop. For example, personally, this is time where I stop. So this is it. Where now this is enough. We should not go for more. So that is what I can think of it. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. So I would like to call on stage. Please, I will give you a simple topic. Your name, please. Okay. Neha. So, Neha, your topic is say before you think and think before you say. Say before you think and think before you say. Toastmaster Neha.
Thank you. So my topic is think before you say before you think, right? So, okay. The topic is very interesting because we often talk, and we hardly know who is listening, not listening, nothing. So what she mentioned is think before you talk. So you have to look at the target audience and then think and talk. And at times, again, with the same audience, you don't have to think and talk, you just have to talk because you have to keep them engaged, right? So while looking at the target audience, you have to actually think what you're talking about, because that is the perspective that how you keep your audience engaged, right? If they are listeners, if they are corporates, if they're professionals, they would definitely listen and to the topic if it is of their interest. So even when you talk, so you have to think on the topic also what you're talking. So that is where think before you talk. Now talk before you think. When you are in a situation, right, where you just need to talk and make yourself an excuse because there's no logic to it, and there is no magic to it. It's just that you have to like I just have to talk. I have to talk and take my time, finish my time, and keep everybody engaged so that you all listen and understand. And that's all about it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Neha. So I would like to call on Mihir on virtual stage for the next table topic speaker. Mihir, am I audible to you?
Yes, you're audible. Am I audible to you?
Yes. So Mihir, your topic is half knowledge is dangerous. Half knowledge is dangerous. Toastmaster Mihir.
Half knowledge is absolutely dangerous. But sometimes I think that half knowledge is better than having no knowledge. Because at least when you have half knowledge, you try to take some action. And when you take some action, you get failure. And with failure, you get full knowledge. We think, so before we take any action, let's say you want to start a business and you think, oh, I don't have enough knowledge. I only have half knowledge. I don't know how this thing works. That, and we end up procrastinating. There was a time when half knowledge used to be really dangerous during the hunter gatherers time. If you have half knowledge about hunting a tiger, then obviously you are going to die. But we are living in a time today where even if you have half knowledge, you are not going to die, or you are not going to ruin yourself. At most, you will learn something. So is half knowledge is scary, but it is not dangerous at all. And I have used half knowledge a lot as as a as a ladder to gain full knowledge. And what I do is I fail and I try to optimize for failure. I optimize for half knowledge. And I try to think of the ways how I can use my half knowledge and failure for the next phase of my life. So yeah, half knowledge, I don't think half knowledge is dangerous. Thank you. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Mihir. At last, we are so Toastmaster Kalyani would like to go for the next table topic speaker. So Toastmaster, yes, yes. Toastmaster Kalyani, your topic is nobody can bring you peace but yourself. Nobody can bring you peace but yourself. Over to you.
Table topic master, can you just confirm that am I clearly audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, table topic master. Nobody can bring peace to yourself but you. Okay, so in today's fast moving life, I think we wake up, we go to work, then we do whole day we are busy with all of our colleagues, trainings, meetings, studies. After coming to home, we meet our family, friends, and then again some chit chat, some conversation, some rantings of all the day, some appreciations. At the end of the day, we sleep. Have you ever thought that when did you ask yourself that how was it? I think I remember that except in the washroom, we can ask that how was our day after waking up, just after waking up when you realize that today what we have to do. In the morning, we think that what yesterday we thought and how was yesterday's day. I think when these of all questions come to your mind, when we sort them on writing on a piece of paper, or as the theme of the day suggests, yoga, training, meditation. When we take time for these things, there comes when we bring peace to ourselves. Yes, as very well said by a very great speaker, that when you are busy, you should meditate whole 30 minutes of the day. And if you are too busy, then you should meditate whole 1 hour of the day. I think that we having our internal conversation with ourselves, bring peace to ourselves. So the very important conversations which we have throughout the life is with ourselves. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Kalyani. So if you are happy inside, and then all the people will know that yes, you are happy outside as well. So I will give you some tips for the improving the impromptu speaking or table topic speaking. If someone is giving you a topic, you have to think on that topic for 10 to 20 seconds, and you have to construct or you have to relate that topic to your personal story so that you can talk on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes narrating that story, and at the end you can conclude with that topic. What's on your what are your thoughts on that topic? So that is from my end. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deve, for conducting this wonderful session. Now we are reaching in third part of the meeting, which is evaluation and feedback. And before that, I would like timer to come on the stage and explain the time taken by the all the speakers, whether they have qualified or not.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. So guest Sujit took 1 minute 40 seconds. Guest Rohit took 1 minute 47 seconds. And we had wonderful debate between Pranav and Alkesh. They have taken 4 minutes. Toastmaster Chandrakant took 1 minute 11 seconds. Toastmaster Sneha took 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Mihir took 1 minute 58 seconds. And Toastmaster Kalyani took 1 minute 58 seconds. So all speakers are qualified.
Thank you everyone for being so energetic and took the participation. Now we are going to have our evaluation session. Our first evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Kalyani, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Abhishek's speech. Over to you, Kalyani.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So, Toastmaster Abhishek, it was a fantastic speech. First of all, congratulations on completing your icebreaker and taking the courage to take part in this contest. I think I will evaluate today's your speech in sandwich method. First, some appreciation, then improvements, some appreciation. For very first thing that you took me throughout the speech, your speech was very catchy. I went into my childhood and was thinking that what technologies I thought on, because such an interesting speech was yours. Your hand gestures, your tonality, your using of prop of mobile phone. As you started with the technology, what you thought in childhood, then suddenly you added a humor that your home become oven than actual oven. That was a sense of humor that you added here. Also, you added a sense of humor where you asked that your parents had to pull you out of your home. That was a thing. Then you explained about your hobbies, that how engineering field can actually groom people into also helping in to groom their hobbies. Now coming towards improvement part. As we were in virtual meeting, sometimes because of technical glitch, it happens that when you are speaking, we can hear the lag of it. So one thing we can do is while virtual meet, just we can speed up, slow up our pace. Also, at the end, when a green flag was shown, because you had to complete your speech, you were in a bit fast pace that could be looked upon. Otherwise, your speech was very great. Your tonality was good. Your clarity of the speech was good. You maintained eye contact as you were in a virtual meeting. You maintained throughout on the camera. The main purpose of any speech is to give purpose and a message to the audience. That you very well delivered, Toastmaster Abhishek. I must congratulate you on that, because at the end you gave a code that connecting the dots, how each and every part of a career is important, that your speech depicted. I must say that your speech fulfilled its purpose and you were successful in delivering the message from your speech that yes, everything in our life is important because you never know that which and what things will get connect. I must say, congratulations, Toastmaster Abhishek. All the best for upcoming speeches, and will be great to listening for the next speeches. Over to you, table topic master.
I was on mute. I would like to call Toastmaster Mihir, who is going to evaluate Toastmaster Anish's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Mihir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi. The Dunning-Kruger effect. I would have never thought that someone would give a storytelling speech on the Dunning-Kruger effect. I had known about this effect for a really long time, and I always thought of it as something of a psychological and more of a I heard for the first time. You started with a speech. It was the GDPI scene, and you told from your own uh, perspective how was that scene. One thing that you can work upon is using more descriptive language. Even if you have to add something to it, let's say you can say that it was a tense situation. Even though the air conditioning was on, I could see the sweat beads running down my face. In this way, if you use descriptive language, it adds more to that scene. So whenever you're creating a scene, add more description. Then you gave some uh, pop culture reference like MTV Roadies. So whenever you're giving a speech, always give some kind of a pop culture reference. Always grabs the audience's attention. Then you talked about the robbing scene where the bank robber was. So it is a story. It was a wonderful story, wonderful storytelling. One thing you can work upon there is the expression. So we need to create uh, the contrast in expression. So when the robber is taking out his gun, you needed to make a serious face. But what you were doing, you were smiling. Then looking at the camera, then he was smiling. That contrast would have added humor. But when he was raising the gun, then also he was smiling, and then when he was looking at the camera, then also. So that decreased the impact of that funny scene. You explained the Dunning-Kruger effect really, really well. One thing you can work upon is the pace. Your pace, I thought that it was a bit fast. Whenever we are explaining some scientific uh, uh, concept, we need to slow down our pace. The Dunning-Kruger effect, there is a graph for it. That could have been explained better if you would have used the blackboard which was behind you. You could have asked for a chalk and draw the graph instead of explaining it with your fingers and trying to make the figure. It would have been easier for you also and for the audience also. but nevertheless, it was amazing storytelling, amazing, like one of the best explanation of a scientific concept through story, and it was filled with humor. And I'm really looking forward more speeches like this from you, Toastmaster Anish. All the best to you. Back to Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mihir, for evaluation. And our third speech is also evaluated by Toastmaster Mihir, which was delivered by Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. So again, over to you, Toastmaster Mihir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi. As soon as Toastmaster Chandrasekhar entered the stage area, I knew something amazing, something funny and something interesting we are going to hear. Because he came with a really big bag. And I knew that. So one of the best thing to grab audience attention is in the beginning only you introduce the prop, which he did. And then he started with his time and the Mumbai local train and why everyone's bag is in front. So this is a really good way. So he created a foundation for the main story by telling us about why people in Mumbai who are in the local train, how they save their bags. It was a beginning which started at a really high energy level, high excitement, and high humor. Then now there are some things that Toastmaster Chandrasekhar can work upon. When he moved to the main story, he explicitly said, "Let me now start the main story." As a good public speaker, we should know how to transition smoothly without explicitly telling that we are going to transition to the next part. Audience should not even know that they have moved to the main story. So you can work on that transition. Second thing was that when you were speaking, there comes a time in between when there was a shakiness in the voice. Maybe it was maybe something it happens by nature also, but this is something that the speaker can work upon. It will make your voice more effective. Third thing was the stage area. I could not see a lot of stage movement. You were standing only on the one section of the stage and you were not moving at all. And the fourth thing that the speaker can work upon is the timing, because I could see that he has told more mini stories within that one stories than he wanted to. Because of that, he has to uh, conclude the story hastily. But I really liked the sense of humor and the observational skills that Toastmaster Chandrasekhar has. This is something we all can learn upon. And I really loved the line, when we are focusing on the bag in front, we should not forget the bag that we have behind. This is one of the this is how you end a speech with a with a with a with a with a mic drop moment, and really funny, interesting speech. And all the best to Toastmaster Chandrasekhar for more speeches in future.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mihir. Now we are done with evaluation session, and it's time to call all the role players who have played in our meeting. So I would like to call first of all Toastmaster Nikhil to explain the time taken by the evaluators.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. So, Toastmaster Kalyani took 2 minutes 58 seconds. Toastmaster Mihil took 3 minutes 26 seconds to evaluate Toastmaster Anish's speech. Then Toastmaster Mihir took 3 minutes to evaluate speech of Toastmaster Chandra. Thank you.
Now I would like to call our counter to present his report.
First, let's have a round of applause for a flawless speaker. Toastmaster Abhishek, Toastmaster Kalyani, and Toastmaster Anish. So now I will present detailed report. So first, I'll go with the speeches and table topic. So Toastmaster Mihir having 6 1 and 1 so. Toastmaster Chandra 1 1 so. Sujit, guest Sujit 3 2 so. Toastmaster Rohit 1 1 2 so. Pranay having 1 that's it. Alkesh having 2 2 so. Toastmaster Neha having 1 1 and 2 so. And now next to role players, Toastmaster Tulsi having 4 1 and unnecessary and. Toastmaster Devi having 5 1 so. So that is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrakant, for your detailed report. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Abhishek Verma to present his report.
Hello, can you confirm if I'm audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
So kudos for making this session a worthwhile one, as always. Let's start with the members and guests who have used the word of the day and phrase of the day. Sadly, very less people have used it. So the word of the day has been used by Toastmaster Abhishek and Toastmaster Neha, and the phrase of the day has been used by Toastmaster Rohan, Toastmaster Kalyani, Toastmaster Mihir, and guest Nikita. So can we have a huge round of applause for all of them? So let's start off with the good usage of English words, saying or quotes. So word associated used by Toastmaster Tulsi, which means to make a connection between people or things in your mind. Holistic approach used by Toastmaster Tulsi, which means to provide support that looks at the whole person, not just their mental health. Quote that was used by Toastmaster Nikhil, stating time is priceless. Vital, the word used by Toastmaster Abhishek in his speech, which means very important. A quote which was used by Toastmaster Abhishek in his speech, stating you cannot connect the dots looking forward, but you can connect the dots looking backwards. A famous quote by Steve Jobs. Then a quote by guest Rohit, stating learning never stops. And then we comes to looking forward to, a word used by Toastmaster Mihir, which means to accept something with pleasure, to expect something with pleasure. Then another word, to cut off, which was used by Toastmaster Nish, which means to stop someone saying something in between. And the word brag used by Toastmaster Nish, which means to talk too proudly about something or boastfully. Then expertise, word used by Toastmaster Anish in his speech, which means a high level of special knowledge or skill. Today we got to know about a special effect called Dunning-Kruger effect in Toastmaster Anish's speech, well explained by him, but simply it means it occurs when a person's lack of knowledge and skills in a certain area cause them to overestimate their own competence, which I explain in simple terms. Then comes the word optimize, which was used by Toastmaster Mihir, which make the best or most effective use of a situation or source. A quote used by Toastmaster Kalyani in her valuation is in her table topic, which means states that you should sit in a meditation for 20 minutes every day. Unless you're too busy, then you should sit for an hour. It's an excellent use of quote. Then we come to a word used by Toastmaster Kalyani, tonality, which means having an organized tone while speaking. Word contrast used by Toastmaster Mihir, which means a clear difference between two things. A foundation, word used by Toastmaster Mihir, which means an idea on which something is built. Hastily, a word used by Toastmaster Mihir, which means quote. And last but not the least, a great quote to end up a great speech by Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, stating, when moving with the bag in front, we should not forget about the bag in behind. Let's talk about some key grammar improvements that I've noticed throughout the meeting. First one is incorrect usage is worldwide people are. It should be worldwide people were, talking about past tense. Fillers is like, should be replaced with fillers are like, it's more sensible. I just make is nowhere in English. Should be I will just make. Well in their skill, or you should replace well in the skill with adjectives like expert, skillful, proficient. Really wrong, you can improve that and replace it with mistaken, false, or untrue. Call came to me, you can replace it with I got a call. Can I know your name? While when you bring a guest or Toastmaster on the stage, you should always refer to the may I know your name whenever referring to the name. The incorrect usage comes along with very long time. You can replace it with long duration or long period. What comes in your mind, you can replace it with what strikes you or what occurs to you. Started getting, you can replace it with start getting. And I had known, you can replace it with I was familiar or I am familiar. So I hand over the stage back to Toastmaster today for the rest of the proceedings. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for your detailed report. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Rohan for his general evaluator report.
Good afternoon, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmasters. So I am here with my general evaluation report. First of all, I would like to start with Sajaletam. The meeting started on time. I was doing the dual role of SAA also. So I don't know whether I have explained the rules properly to you all so that you can take a call on that. Then coming to Toastmaster of the day. First of all, I would like everybody to give a lot of applaud to Toastmaster Tulsi because till yesterday night, 9 o'clock, this role was not filled. And she is a savior for this role. So the topic was interesting. The meeting progressed in sync with the agenda what she had given to everyone. Only recommendation is next time when you do this role, please try to have a presentation format so that everybody knows it. This topic was very interesting. I would have liked to know the various asanas that you know that you could have shared with everybody else. Otherwise, everything was good. Coming back to our role, timer's role, Toastmaster Nikhil. He showed the cards properly. He timed each and every speaker correctly. He explained his role very well. He started with a quote from Gautam Buddha. The only thing he missed was during the debate, he was a bit confused, but that's fine. We can just overlook it, that thing. Then coming to the role of our counter, he counted all the filler words and unnecessary sounds like and, but properly. The only recommendation, he also mentioned the flawless speakers and gave them the applause. The only thing I would like to tell him that whenever there are filler words more than 5, we should say 5 plus, and we should not count like 8 and 9. We should not do that count. So that point to be noted. Coming to the role of grammarian, the language evaluator, the word of the day and a phrase of the day was easy to use. He properly explained the uses of those words. Then his report was crisp. He mentioned and applauded the speakers who had used word of the day and phrase of the day. And again, coming back to the usage of the words, good usage. Actually, when Anish was speaking, I really didn't know the Dunning-Kruger effect, what it was exactly. And he, as a grammarian, took it up and explained us in his presentation. So, round of applause to grammarian, our Toastmaster Abhishek. Coming to table topic, it was quite innovative way of evaluating the first speaker by the second speaker who was coming back to him. It was you engage the audience by asking them about the simplicity, what the simplicity means to them. So it was a good start. Only tip that I recommend to you is please, whenever we do this table topic, of course it's interesting, and in that flow we just forget about the time. We just overwent the time, whatever time was allocated for the table topic. Just we need to take care of this next time. Coming to the evaluators, Toastmaster Kalyani evaluated Toastmaster Abhishek. She followed the CRC format, that is commended, recommendation, and recommendation. She encouraged by starting giving her what good she found in her speech, and then gave him the recommendation. So there is no recommendation for Toastmaster Kalyani. Then coming to Toastmaster Mihir, when he was evaluating Toastmaster Anish, he followed the same format, CRC. He again encouraged, he first saw what good was there in his speech, and then he gave the recommendations about writing or drawing a graph on the board, because I was really confused. I started Googling what exactly that graph was. So as recommended by evaluator Toastmaster Mihir, it would have been better if he would have drawn that graph on the blackboard. Again, Toastmaster Mihir was evaluating Toastmaster Chandra. He followed the same, followed a CRC effect. Then he gave some recommendation like transition of the story, how we have to do it. It was the best recommendation, I think, so that everybody should look up whenever they are giving a prepared speech. Transition should be smooth. We should not say that we are moving from here to there. So that was the best part that I noticed. No recommendation for Toastmaster Mihir. Then coming to presidential address, it was a short Toastmaster Chandra. It was short and related to the theme. Then he introduced to the guest. Again, whatever awards were given, he just mentioned during his president's address. So that's good. Apart from that, room was well ventilated. The only thing what we missed was the blackboard was not updated. We should look how we can do it from the next term at least. How can we fill up the blackboard or write some our agenda for today's, the role players, and also we should look for that. General environment was good. Everybody was punctual. Role players did their job well. So in between we lost, like when we were taking online Toastmaster Abhishek, there was some glitches. Then it tends to happen in a hybrid mode. That's fine. Overall, the meeting was good, and I look forward to another meeting with a great energy. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan, for your detailed report. Now, we will launch the call offline. He is launching online poll. We are going to launch our poll for speakers who have given speeches. You have to raise your hand whom you would like to vote, cast your vote. I'm going to speak the name of all the speakers. You have to simply raise your hands and close your eyes. First speaker is Abhishek Negi. You can raise your hand if you want to cast your vote for him. Next speaker is Toastmaster Anish. Okay, we are done. Next, third speaker is Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Okay. We are done for speakers polling. Now we are going ahead with table topic speaker polling. First was guest Sujit. Second speaker was guest Rohit. Third speaker is Toastmaster Pranav and guest Alkesh. Next is Toastmaster Chandrakant. Next is Toastmaster Sneha. Next is Toastmaster Mihir. And the last is Toastmaster Kalyani. Now moving ahead, we are going polling for evaluations. There are 3 evaluators. You have to simply raise your hand. Toastmaster Kalyani. Toastmaster Mihir. We are done with polling. Thank you. Now we are doing polling for the role players, main role players and auxiliary role players. Main role players are Toastmaster of the day, general evaluator, and table topic master. So you have to raise your hand, simply close your eyes. First, we are going for Toastmaster of the day. Next is general evaluator. Third is table topic master. Thank you. Now we are going polling for auxiliary role players. There are 4 role players: sergeant at arms, timer, grammarian, and R counter. First, we are going for sergeant at arms. Next, timer. Next, R counter. Next, grammarian. Thank you. We are done for polling. Guest feedback. So here we are, we have reached to the last part of the meeting. Almost we have finished our today's session. So I would like to call guests to share their feedbacks. First of all, I would like to call Sujit to share his feedback, and also when he is going to join.
Okay. I have already given 2-3 times my feedback. One thing I would like to share here, I don't know, but I didn't see in the previous sessions about the grammatical thing. But today I really like that part, how they have what is the correction and what is the mistake and what is the correction. This is really helpful for the other people also, because in a flow we just talk, but at the after sometimes when someone point out to your conversation, then you realize, and that thing is very helpful for our conversation improvement. That I would like to just highlight it, and otherwise it's good. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Sujit. Now I would like to call guest Neha to share her feedback.
Thank you so much again. So the overall session was really very energetic. It started on time and there was a very good time management. One thing I would like to say is I've attended multiple Toastmasters session as I was a Toastmaster, multiple clubs I have visited. So what I like the most is what I concur with him, that the grammarian's report, it was really fantastic report. And definitely the table topics, the way she engaged everyone, I really appreciate that and I really liked that part of it. And the overall, again, it was a very good and high level of energy session. And I look forward to coming soon, joining also soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I would like to call guest Rohit to share his feedback.
Thank you. So it's really great. I think this is really useful to anyone who really wants to improve on public speaking. I think we all love to hear feedback. That's really important. And at times we don't get feedback. That's why we don't improve. So I think what I've learned here is you get quick feedback. You understand where the mistakes are. You learn new things. I think if you are carrying one good thing about this session and how many sessions you attend, those are the number of things you will learn. So great. I think it's a wonderful opportunity, and happy to be here. Thanks.
Thank you, guest Rohit. Now I would like to call guest Alkesh to share his feedback.
This is third, fourth session I'm attending. And the best thing what I understand about the Toastmasters session is you are free to speak whatever way you like and however way you like. So nobody is going to judge you. And you are also getting a good feedback. So that is the best opportunity you do not get every day in your life. So that is the best opportunity, and I would like to join soon. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Today I'm planning.
Yeah, thank you. And I would like to call guest turn to Toastmaster to if he wants to share his feedback.
Most of the folks have already spoken what changes or experience they felt in this Toastmaster. One comment I like to add, rather than my experience, is that now we are all doing storytelling. I believe so. Now, whenever we are coming on stage, maybe we are speaking whatever we have practiced already at home. I guess that's the thing that's happening. This is parroting the things which you already know. But is it really giving effect to the people who are sitting next to you and listening? Think about it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pranav. Now I would like to call online guest Rashmi to share her feedback.
Hey, hi everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So this was my first session that I've attended with this club, and that's the first club that I'm attending. And I should say the energy was great. It was a really good experience. I really liked all the speakers and the feedbacks that were given, which is really helpful. Um, and also got to know a lot about how table topics are conducted, which are kind of new terminologies for me. Like I said, it's the first Toastmaster session that I'm attending, but really liked it and hoping to, attend few more sessions and probably join the club as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Rashmi, for
thanks.
Thank you, Rashmi, for your feedback. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Kalyani to share her feedback, as she is the evaluator from Ikigai Toastmaster Club, Cape Gemini.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. First of all, I am grateful for getting the opportunity of evaluators roles in this Toastmaster Club. And because of some reason, I was not able to come physically, but I was really willing to come physically over there. But I'm so glad to see such a huge participation on offline that I am feeling that from the next meeting, I should come over there offline, because huge participation is the biggest achievement for any club, I think so. And Toastmaster Tulsi performed a great role, I think. At an 11th hour, you took this role. And I like the way this meeting conducted after COVID, especially. This is the very first meeting I'm getting the in hybrid mode. So I am very grateful to attend this meeting. And it was a great experience to be here. Each and every person over here is putting so much of efforts, and it is clearly visible. I wish best of luck to this very club for the great achievements. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Mihir to share his feedback.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed the meeting, and the time was managed really well by Toastmaster Tulsi. And I mean, the speeches, the prepared speeches they form the crux of the meeting, and all the three speeches were very interesting, very good. So yes, great meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mihir. And in conclusion, I would like to say yoga has benefits on our body, soul, and mind. Beyond the physical benefits, yoga also offers us inner peace, self-awareness. So I would recommend everyone to spend some time on yoga. And whether you are a new practitioner or have been practicing for a long time, yoga has a lot more to offer you. It's not a Herculean task, so we all should try this. With this, I would like to stop here. And thank you all for giving your time here and listening me very patiently. And I would like to thank here Toastmaster Rohan, who has taken dual role. So give him a round of applause. I also like to thank Toastmaster Kalyani and Toastmaster Mihir, who has given their time for our meeting and participated in our meeting. So thank you Toastmaster Kalyani and Toastmaster Mihir. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to our president for a moment of glory, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi, for letting us know what are the benefits of yoga and having an amazing session. I know we all are just waiting for the moment of glory, and I have it with me. But before that, there are a couple of announcements that I have to make. So the next meeting, that will be the last meeting of our term, that is the January to July, June term. And after that, the next EXCOM will be taking the control over the meetings that will be happening in the future. So for that, the thing that is, we will be having complete physical meeting from the next term onwards, except few 1 or 2 meetings. All the meetings will be in the physical mode only. So please, I would request each and everyone to do come to our meeting and enjoy the benefit of physical meeting at to the fullest. Our next meeting is going to be a meeting where we will be publishing our newsletter. So I would request each and everyone to be present over there so that you can go through the newsletter. We will be sharing it later also, but you can enjoy in the live moment as well. Apart from that, today and yesterday, there was a district officer training. So 5 of our club officers have been elected as district officers, 3 area directors and 2 division directors. So they were not able to make it in today's meeting, but I would like to congratulate them on being part of the district team. Now let us come back to our moment of glory. So for today's meeting, I will be announcing the winners and they will be receiving their digital certificate via WhatsApp or email from our VP Education Toastmaster Tulsi. The best speaker for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster Anish. The best evaluator for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster Mihir for Anish's speech again. The best auxiliary role player for today's meeting goes to our grammarian Toastmaster Abhishek Verma. The best role player for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tulsi. And the best table topic speaker for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster Kalyani. I thank all of you for participating in the meeting. Now with that, as a presiding officer, I call this meeting as adjourned and I would request each and everyone to come forward for a group picture. Thank you so much. And would request someone to take the photo online as well. Abhishek, would you be able to do that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. We can turn this off. Yes. That is this one. Yes, yes. You also need to